Hello, I'm David Pawson, and the Lord led me to write books. I didn't want to. I never had any ambition to be a writer, and I thought those who wrote books were different people. But God made it quite clear to me, not many years ago, that I had to start putting what I had taught verbally to people into print so they could read it and mark the book and learn in that way. And a number of my talks I put into a book called Living in Hope. Those talks were really explaining 2 chapters in Matthew, which were given to the disciples of Jesus and really are not directly relevant to anyone else. They had asked him a big question: what will be the signs of your return to earth? And he told them what they were. And Matthew 24 gives 4 major signs, what they are, where to look for them, what the dangers of deception will be to accompany those signs, and what his advice is when those signs appear. And he said, when they all come, you know that I am at the door, ready to step back in to the stage of history. So it's interesting to know those signs that he gave his disciples to look for. And he said, watch and pray. But then in Matthew 25, he told a series of short stories about how to prepare for his return, how to be ready. Because the only point of telling disciples about the future is because you're telling them how to be ready for them. And it's interesting that in those stories, there's one phrase occurs in them all. He was a long time coming. And the real test as to whether you're ready for his return is not how you behave if you think he's nearly here, but how you behave if you think he's a long time coming. And that will test your faithfulness and your loyalty and your integrity and your use of the gifts he's given you to use while he's been away. It finishes with the well-known parable of the sheep and the goats, and how Jesus will judge us by what we have done for his brethren, or what we have not done for his brethren. Because what you do for Christians, you're doing for Christ. And what you don't do for Christians, you're not doing for him. Well, if you're interested in the future as a Christian, and you want to know how to get ready for that future, when Jesus gets back, that's the book, Living in Hope.